Good evening and welcome to Fear Talk. I'm the monster that lives in a closet. And I'm the dark. Each week we're going to talk about something that gives us the heebie-jeebies. That's right, kids. Strange as it sounds, even the little guy and I are afraid of some things. What's that scares you, monster? You know what I'm afraid of? Bullies. What? A yellow monster like you afraid of bullies? Dude, bullies are awful. They call you names, they push you around, and they pull the fur on your face if you have any. Well, my friend, I've never experienced any bullying myself. Probably even the bullies are afraid of me. But I do know this. God can help you stand for what is right, even with a bully. He can? Don't you remember the story of Elijah and the prophet of Baal? Oh, yes, I remember. King Ahab was bullying all the prophets of God in Israel. Elijah stood up to him and said, "You think you're so tough? Let's have a little contest. My God versus your God." Yep, the people traveled to Mount Carmel to watch this one between a God with a lowercase g and the one true God with an uppercase G. The prophets of Baal called on their false God all day long, asking him to send fire, and what did they get? Aside from some cuts and scrapes, a whole lot of silence. Then Elijah built an altar, drenched it with water, and asked God to set it on fire from him for heaven. Boom! Ah! Sorry, didn't mean to scare you. It's cool, man. But go on with the story. Right, then boom! God sent fire from heaven. End of contest. End of bullying. Not so fast, my friend. The bullying wasn't over. Ahab was still king, and Elijah and his fellow prophets still had their troubles with him. But the prophets never lost their faith, and they continued to stand up to those bullies. They didn't do that on their own. God gave them the courage to stand for what was right. And you know what I bet? He can give me the courage to stand up to my bully. Who's your bully anyway? Jeremy. Jeremy? You mean the kid who lives in a bedroom outside your closet? That's the one. He's only 6. 6 years old and mean. But he's so little, says the guy who's afraid of bugs. Hey man, you promised never bring up the bugs again. Look, let's not argue. Let's just agree that when we're afraid, we're going to give our fears to God. Sounds good to me. Kids, you need the courage to stand up for what's right. God will give it to you. And always remember, God is bigger than any problem or bully. Especially if your bully is 6 or a bug. That's it. I'm out.